Hey everyone, this is Doug Jankowski with the Grizzled Geek, and today we're going to look at the first of three videos on Update 5.9. And this one is going to be on the Conquest changes. I know I've been doing a lot of Conquest lately, but there were some pretty significant changes. They, in my opinion, messed a lot of stuff up. So now we need to look at the first major fix they're doing here. And I gotta say, I'm liking what I see so far. I think there's a few bugs in here, but hopefully we're on the right track. But let's go ahead and look at what changes they made and where we think we are now. First thing you're going to notice is point values have been increased. So these used to be something like, even with I am at the 150% bonus, so these, your mileage may vary here, but these were very, very low. They started at 85 points, and then depending on your stronghold bonus, that went up from there. The very lowest have been upgraded to 120 points. So, I mean, a significant bump in point values. Add in the stronghold bonus that you gets you up there a little ways. You'll note here that these are the infinitely repeatable ones. They switched the colors to blue for the infinitely repeatable, gold for the daily repeatable. They said that was to keep it in line with something else that was already in place. I'm not sure what that was, but whatever, that's fine. This is new, this daily mission on Iocath. So this is not in the patch notes. The patch notes addresses the point values and some universal items that they put into all of them, I believe. For example, the crafting inventor, which is just craft any 50 items. Which sounds like a lot, but if you go and just, hey, queue your guys up and say, I'm just going to craft a ton of assembly components, which are, here we go, 37 seconds each. It's not going to take you too long to get to that 50, and it is infinitely repeatable, so you could get these points over and over again while doing other content. So I like this addition, especially since the crafting of war supplies has been kind of scaled back. Now the things that get you the materials you need to craft war supplies also get you points. So that's cool. I like that. This daily missions Iocath, they didn't specify in the patch notes, but that's an ad for this specific conquest, which I like that. That's cool. I like that that's infinitely repeatable, so all your characters who have access to Iocath can do all of the missions on Iocath and get points for them all. So that's cool. Before it was just for the weekly there. That was the only thing that was given points on this. So I like that. That's a cool one. The Warzone and Starfighter missions have had the base missions that was complete a match. They had their points upped even more. This was always there. The create 10 invasion forces or donate 10 invasion forces. Don't like that, so I'm whatever. It's still there, but point value is upped. All right. They changed the activity finder to flashpoint and uprisings. So, it's going to get you points for either. It's infinitely repeatable, so that's great. You can just queue up over and over again. This seems to be a bug here. This character has not done anything today at all, yet is showing that he's completed the part 1 of the Ilum Rampage. Something else cool here is, notice this green outline. That's showing you that something has been completed. So the only other thing you're going to see here is the ones that were only due once. They're marked as complete, so you don't have to look for the complete dialogue here. You can see right off the bat, boom, it's done. All right, so you can see these point values were also dramatically increased, and you can see here's so you've got Elam Rampage Part 1. That's, only kill, I think it's 50 guys. And then Part 2 is 100, and then Part 3 up here a little further, 150. Not sure what the Activity Finder Socialite. This is where you Part 1 is do 0 of 3, or do 1 of 3 Activity Finder missions, and then Part 2 is do 5, and that's a daily repeatable. So if you just want to queue up for stuff in the Activity Finder, you can queue over and over again and get the daily points for these. So that's awesome. Let's see. These complete a specific flashpoint for various conquests have been moved into the daily repeatable, so you can't just spam them over and over in one day, but you're going to get dramatically more points. In fact, I believe 10 times as many as you were getting before the change was done. So I like that. That's fine. I didn't want to, it was one of these. This one was one that I took a stealth character through, and you were getting those. It was only, like I said, 150 points maybe every 10 minutes, which I'd like this better. So that's cool. All right, this take them down is defeat a. This is complete an operation on veteran or master mode. That's fine. They actually supposedly added in, and I'm not seeing it here. There's supposed to be one where it was defeat the boss of a operation, but I'm not seeing that. But maybe that's one that's only on all right, so yeah, this is just assemble a team and complete an operation, or this might be the one they were referring to when they were talking you could get this just by defeating the final boss. I'll have to try that and see, but I think this is what they were referring to. This is just completing it versus using the Activity Finder, although most people who do last boss lockouts do the Activity Finder, so you might be able to double dip there, which would be cool. All right, so those are the major changes that came with this update 5.9 to the Conquest system. The other thing I want to show you real quick is they added in these augment boxes. So it looks like you may have to choose that, although maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see when this gets completed. So for large yield planets and for medium yield planets, you'll see this new augment box. So basically what's going to happen is on the medium yield, you're going to get 2 of the either, I forget what they're called. Let me look them up here real quick. The encrypted memory cores or the charged matter transubstantiators. You're going to get those in this box, and then I think here it's 5 random of those things. And those are used to craft the new level 240 augments that are going to come. And those are dropped in the new Flashpoint. The notes only say it's dropped in the master mode of the Flashpoint, but they had indicated early on that it was going to be it was going to drop for the master mode, at the end, and that the other versions of the Flashpoint there would be a small chance of it dropping. So anyways, keep an eye out for those augment recipes to drop, so be watching for those. Don't just sell off random stuff like that. Those should be coming for you. So anyways, there you go, guys. Those are the changes that have been made. I gotta say, overall, I'm pleased. I think these are some good changes. They're taking us the right direction. And honestly, I think this makes it better than Conquest was before. I know people are, like, hey, why isn't everything all characters can do all stuff? But it was never that way. Before, it was you could either do something infinitely, which are basically the things that we're seeing as infinite things you could do now, or they were things that could only be done once for your entire legacy. So there was no middle ground in those daily repeatables. So those are a new bonus thing that have been added in. And yet some of those are repeatable on multiple characters. So let's take a look here. Just to, real quick. Crafting an invasion force, any of your characters can do that. The Relics of the Greek, any of your characters can do that. Some of them not. Some of them are, they can't be repeated on multiple characters, but some of them can. So these are not, it's not universal. It's not like, hey, once, and actually, I'm sorry. I think the Crafting Invasion Force is one that only the first person who completes it can get that points. But the critical missions, all of your characters can get it. So you just kind of have to play around and see which ones are anybody can do it and which ones are nope, only the first person to do it can get the points for it. So that's something you're going to have to pay attention to. But overall, I think these are some positive changes, and I think overall the 15,000 point goal is good. The changes they've made to the being able to invade a large, a medium, or a small yield planet is cool. The escalating rewards for that, and the fact that your guild needs to, and I know a lot of small guilds complain about this new system that people, big guilds can do the small yield planets and always conquer them. Yeah, guess what, small guilds, you were never going to place first place in anything. So, sorry about that, but you now have a much smaller target for your guys to get these cool rewards that you don't have to be on this top 10 list for. You just need to hit that 200,000 goal and you get the rewards. So the top 10 lists actually, they are nothing anymore. They don't mean anything except for these top few people to see who's jockeying for position to get the Conqueror title. And if you're in a small guild and you want the Conqueror title, sorry, you weren't ever going to get that Conqueror title. You need to put at least one character in a large guild, get your Conqueror titles, and then go back to your small guild. That's the only way that was going to happen in the past, and that's the only way it's going to happen currently. You're not going to be able to get that Conqueror title in a small guild. It's not going to happen. So anyways, there you go, guys. Please let me know what you thought about the changes there. Sorry if my voice is a little croaky here. I am under the weather, but I'm going to try and get these videos out. This was the first of a few. I will do the return of Mako and Akavi Spire on my Smuggler and on my Bounty Hunter. I probably will not get to the return of Felix Arreso because I've not gotten my Sage up that high. There's only so many times I can do the Fallen Empire storyline all the way through. I'm slowly but surely making each class through it, but I'm not a big fan of the repeatability of those things. So most of this, I've only finished I think with 3 characters. So I don't know a lot of people who were clamoring for Felix Arreso to return. So I don't know how many people are like, woo, can't wait to see his 2-minute return. But anyways, I know Mako is one of the most popular companions out there. A lot of people like Akavi Spar, so I'm going to get those 2. And in the course of that, obviously do the Flashpoint. That will probably come out next week. But thank you, guys. Please let me know what you're thinking about all of this stuff down in the comments below. Please hit like and subscribe. Share this with a friend. Help us get to our 5,000 subscriber goal. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and may the Force be with you.